morning. This is Dennis Fuchs coming to you from the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District. And today I'd like to talk to you about a couple items. And first off, I'm going to just share some information about our SWCD Board of Supervisors. And wanted to let you know there's been some modifications on the board. Larry Salzer retired this past year, and the board recently appointed Arlen Lorenz, started in January 2015, and resides in Holding Ford. Used to teach at the high school, and also on the Stearns Electric Board, and he's going to be filling out the remainder of Larry's term. But I just wanted to share a little bit of information about where these supervisors are located and what area of the county they represent. If you have any questions, contact information is always available on our Stearns County website, or if you want to contact me in our office at 320-517-000 extension 3, I can get you home those supervisors time. All right, so I'm going to start off with the chair of the board, Chuck Uphoff, farms near New Munich, and he represents Area 1 of Stearns County, which includes the townships of Ashley, Sauk Center, Melrose, Millwood, Oak, Grove, Getty, and Raymond. And Arlen Lorenz, our recently appointed new supervisor, is representing the Area 2 of the county, which is in the northeast corner, includes Crane, Holding, Brockway, Lesac, St. Wendell, Avon, and Albany. Representing Area 3 is David Weller, and that's the townships of North Fork, Lake George, Spring Hill, St. Martin, Zion, Lake Henry, Crow River, and Crow Lake. And then representing Area 4 is Dave Brinkman, who helps manage a farm near Paynesville. He represents the townships of Farming, Collegeville, Munson, Wakefield, Paynesville, Eden Lake, and Luxembourg. And then we also have Area 5, and that supervisor is dairy farmer Tom Gregory from Mill Creek Dairy. And that includes St. Joe, St. Cloud, St. Augusta, Rockville, Linden, Fairhaven, and Maine Prairie. Those supervisors represent those areas of the county. The county-wide vote, everybody gets to say, gets work in those areas. And the Stearns County Commissioners are based on a population, and they represent the people, and the Stearns supervisors represent the natural resources. So, one of the priorities for the Stearns County SWCD Board of Supervisors is education of our youth and adults. And we recently had a youth education event called the Minnesota State Envirothon, and we conducted the area Envirothon, which is a 12-county area, which includes Benton, Morrison, Todd, Douglas, Stevens, Pope, Stearns, Meeker, Canyon High, Chippewa, Swift, and Big Stone. So basically from Benton to Big Stone, a 12-county area, and they had that this week on Wednesday, Earth Day, April 22nd. They were at the Prairie Woods Environmental Learning Center, Spicer. Now, whoever wins area Envirothon gets to go to the state Envirothon, and that will be in Cloquet. So what is this Envirothon? Well, it's an outdoor learning event for high school and junior students. Juniors are grades 6, 7, and 8. And it's one of the state's largest environmental education competitions. Teams consisting of 5 students from the same school organization visit 6 different learning stations covering aquatics, forestry, soils, wildlife, and a current environmental topic that changes every year. Students are given a 25-point exam relating to the station's topic. At the 6th station, the students are required to give a brief. Now, this is a brief. This isn't like Dennis Fuchs up there talking all day long. It's only 8 or 9 minutes. And an oral presentation to a panel of judges based on the current environmental topic of the year, forestry. Natural resource professionals from across the state are presenters at each of the stations, and they use the outdoor setting as well as their own props to add to the experience. In Minnesota, teams participate in the various regional envirothons, like I mentioned earlier. We had our Area 2 Envirothon, which is 12 counties of Denton Space. And that was held at Spicer at the Prairie Environmental Learning Center. And then the top from each of these regional events advanced to the Minnesota State Envirothon, where students compete for a chance to represent Minnesota at the North American Envirothon. Now, when did this get started? It was in 79 in Pennsylvania. They had the Environmental Olympics, and Minnesota held its first in 1990 with about 100 students from the Twin City area. By 1994, several SWCDs organized regional competitions throughout the state, and in 1994, the first year Minnesota participated in the national competition, New Ulm Cathedral High School placed 7th in the nation. That just tells you we got some good teachers out there, some good schools, and some good students where we can really kick some butt at the Envirothon competition. By 1996, each region in Minnesota hosted competitions. Currently, about 1,000 students participate in the Envirothon competition throughout Minnesota. So what's the benefits of the Envirothon? Whoopie-doopie-doo. So you're Spartan with environmental education. Well, it's more than a competition. Together with teachers, schools, and professionals, we help develop knowledgeable citizens who make informed decisions that affect the quality of life of our community. Ultimately, we are creating new leaders who will provide the vision for our future and well-being. Gosh, that is just so awesome. Okay, so you're probably wondering, okay, you told me that you had the area Envirothon at Spicer's Prairie Woods Environmental Learning. Well, how did our teams do in Area 2? Well, I'll let you know here. The Junior Envirothon, which is grades 6, 7, and 8, here is the place. Third place was Osakis. And check this out. In second place, our one and only Albany Middle School. And first place was Sartell Middle School. So the first and second teams are from Stearns County. Imagine that. Woohoo! All right. Now the Senior Envirothon, fifth place was St. John's Prep. St. John's Prep actually had a few teams. Fourth place was Morris High School. Third place was Sartell High School. Second place, St. John's Prep. And first place, St. John's Prep. So St. John's Prep took 3 out of the 5 positions there, top 5 positions. And Sartell took another one. So Stearns County had 4 of the 5 teams that placed in the Senior Envirothon. Now the top 3 teams from the Senior Envirothon will be going off to compete in the Minnesota State Envirothon in UK on May 18th. Don't know when the national is. Usually that's sometime in the summer, and the winning team from Minnesota will compete against the other teams at the national level sometime this summer. All right. Well, I hope that's all you needed to know about our Minnesota State Envirothon. And this has been Dennis Fuchs, Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation